Today our adventure will begin right here in Surf City, North Carolina. Absolutely beautiful day with gorgeous skies. Sunshine is beaming down upon us as we look at the Surf City water tower off in the distance. It's going to be a fun day today. Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is awesome. I am so happy to be back in Surf City. And we got a lot of fun stuff to do today. We're going to kind of explore the downtown area of Surf City, look at some storefronts, try some food, maybe try some dessert at a familiar place from Carolina Beach. It's actually located here also. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and begin. Okay, to start the vlog off, I want to give you a little tidbit of something that I just learned not too long ago. There was a viewer of the channel who actually watched my video from last year when I was here in Surf City trying out some Daybreak donuts, which was very delicious. We had a great day. But I actually, at one point in my vlog, I actually walk across this bridge right here where you see that couple walking across. Well, notice the design of that bridge. Well, it was intended to be a tribute of the old swing bridge that gave you passage from the mainland over to Surf City. Now it was replaced by this big, more modern bridge, as we see right there, which there is a pathway on this bridge. You can walk all the way across this behemoth. But if you look off there in the distance, you see those two like big power line posts or poles. They're gray that sticks up, and then there's another set on the opposite side of the Intercoastal Waterway. That location right there is actually where the old swing bridge used to sit nestled right there to give people passage over to Surf City. And that is what that wooden structure right here that we're about to walk across, that is the tribute version of that. So really cool little insight from a local. I really enjoy that. So I just wanted to give that shout out and just let you know that's what that is, so we can all know. And you always know when you're in a coastal community because you will see these kind of warning signs. Danger, alligators and snakes in the area. Do not feed the wildlife. As we walk across this boardwalk, you can see right in front of us is that tribute bridge that we're about to walk across here momentarily. And when I get to the top of it, I'm going to show you what kind of little snack we're going to try today. There's a food location here close by we can see perfectly from atop this bridge. I love this little bridge. I just think it is so cool, so neat. But right over here, that's where we're going to go try some food. That little shack right there. Maine Labstah, not lobster. They got an A-H on the end of that word. Labstah shack. That's where we're headed. Don't really know what food item I'm going to order when I get there. My wife's with me today. We're going to do a little tasting. It is quite pricey when you're, purchasing Maine lobster in North Carolina, as you can imagine. Very, very pricey option, but I think it's pretty cool. I've never had a Maine lobster roll or like real Maine lobster, I don't think. I think most of the lobster I've ever tried or ate has always come from the Caribbean down that way. But today we're going to try it. They have lobster mac and cheese in there. They got lobster bisques. They have lobster rolls. I think they have like a mini lobster roll. But I don't know. We're gonna choose something off of that. Me and my wife's going to try it, see what we think about it. I know I love lobster tails because when we go on our Disney cruises, we always have a lobster night. And boy, I will normally eat 2 or 3 lobster tails. They just keep bringing them, and I just keep eating them, But I always save just enough room for that hot lava cake at the very end of the dinner. So, yeah, we're gonna head over there next and try out some lobster. All right, I made my way over here on Roland Avenue, and this is Maine Labstah Shack. I have some outdoor seating area, and this right here is the little shack itself. They also have a little food truck out here, so we're going to head up here and put our order in, and once we get our order in, they will bring our food out here where I have chosen to set and service our lobster roll and mac and cheese. I think that's what I've kind of wound it down to. Just regular mac and cheese though. I don't have that much money with me today. Maine lobster's pretty expensive. Right here is our mac and cheese that we ordered from the Lobster Shack. Right here is our lobster roll that we got with a 1/4 pound of Maine lobster. And then we have some slaw, a little bit of melted butter. All right, so first of all, that is some cheesy mac and cheese. Look how thick that is. Mmm. Oh my goodness. That is fantastic. That would be awesome with some lobster. All right, and right here is our lobster roll. Look how nicely toasted, buttery goodness that is right there with all that Maine lobster piled high. Bon appetit, let's try this. This is my first Maine lobster right here. Here we go. Lobster roll, here we come. I'm a fan. This is so yummy. Oh, this is very good. So I poured a little bit of this butter on. I really couldn't get it in the shot because the wind is blowing. I'm having to kind of be careful what I'm doing. It's just gonna start blowing away, but this is with the melted butter on it. All right, last bite right here. Man, that is so good.
It's not a cupcake, it was lobster.
All right, that was quite the experience. I gotta say, that lobster roll was awesome. That's the first lobster roll I have ever tried in my life. I don't really have anything to compare it to. I just know my taste buds was very happy. Really tasty. And I love the roll being toasted, buttery toasted. That was really good. Mac and cheese was off the chain. I can only imagine what that would have been like if you would ordered their lobster mac and cheese bowl. Oh, that was so good. Very succulent, very delicious. My wife even liked it, and she's not really a big lobster person. She always thinks some of it's a little chewy and tough, and she was so shocked on how tender the Maine lobster was. And I'm like, hey, we did the right thing. We got to share a new experience together. We got to eat a lobster roll, so that was really good. So now the fun part. Just gonna head out here in this area, look at some of the storefronts, and see what we can see here today in Surf City. Should be fun. Okay, I'm right here on the corner of Roland Avenue and North New River Drive, and looks like they used to have a bakery right here on this corner, which has long been shut down for a while. Looking pretty run down. Be a good place to put a coffee shop. All right, I've made my way across the road here, and this place looks pretty awesome. Look at that flamingo up there with that hat and sunglasses. Sweet Island is what this is called. Burgers, shakes, and smoothies. Okay, right here we have some good storefronts right here. Look at this. We got the Surf City Coffee. We have Surf City Peak Tap House and Kitchen. Beach Wave Salon. Get your hair done there. And then right down here at the end, we have a place called The Fast Fish. Okay, so I'm right here on the corner of Roland Ave and South Shore Drive. We have one of my favorite comfort foods. We got a Hot Diggity Dogs and more. Best dogs on the beach. Have some ice cream. They got barbecued nachos, shaved ice shakes, soft serve ice cream. You know, all the fun stuff that you want or you probably desire after a nice long day here at the beach, catching some waves, getting some rays. Yeah, man, this place is awesome. Love how they have their pictures of some of their food items up here. Kind of give you an idea what everything looks like. They got the Carolina dog. They got a chili cheese dog right there. We got us Angus burger, some sundaes, surfer dog. I love their hot dog. It's got jalapenos on it, if you can see that. Yeah, those are really good. Jalapenos, cheese, and dogs, man. Can't go wrong with that. And look down here at the end, we have a Chicago dog, and they also have a New Yorker with spicy mustard, kraut, red onion sauce. And then they have the all-American dog down here on the end with mustard, onion, and relish. How fun. All right, I made my way on out here to the beach just to see what the crowd levels are like today. I love this sign up here. It tells you the Outer Banks is that way, to the left, you know. And sure enough, that's right. The Outer Banks is in that direction. A long way in that direction. It is not close by, that's for sure. But yeah, man, look at that ocean out there. It is quite windy today. The wind's kind of blowing out of the northeast pretty strong, probably about 15 miles an hour. Sometimes maybe a gust a little bit more than that, but there's some people out there on some bodyboards, taking in some waves. But absolutely beautiful day. We've got some sunshine. This is a big step up because I'm going to tell you something. At the time of this recording, here in the first week of August, it has been rough going from July to August because all the rain and the cloudiness, the dreariness, the cooler temperatures, probably 10 degrees less than average on some cases. It's been wild here in North Carolina in general, not just here at the coast, but really, really cool. But right next door, I do see another establishment for food and drinks. They have like a rooftop bar up there. That's a place called Buddy's. Looks like everybody over there is really ganged in, having a really good time. All right, I moved back a few blocks now and I come across this place. This is called the Topsail Islands Touch Tank Aquarium. So you can come here and bring the kiddos by and learn a little bit about nature, it looks like. It says right now at the time they are closed, but their open hours are Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Last entry at 7 p.m. Friday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So heck yeah, that would be really, really cool. All right, that's really interesting. This Breeza right here, which used to be Wings many years ago, Breeza kind of took over all the wing stores. They actually have on the backside a Highway 55 burger, shakes, and fries. Now, Highway 55 is definitely a burger place. It's kind of local to the Wilmington area and up here in the Surf City and Topsail Island area. But I've never seen one nestled in with a Breeza store. That's a first for me. Wow, look at that place. That will definitely get some attention. They have ice cream, candy, fudge, and taffy there. That is called Sugar Kingdom across the road. Wonder if that used to be a beachwear shop at one time, maybe. Who knows, but that is pretty epic looking nonetheless. But check out this cool signage right here on this corner. Sandy Toes Boutique, Dora J Development. You got a New York Corner Deli right here, NYCD, Surf City, North Carolina. You have a sugar market, books and groceries. And then you have another Small Craft by Sugar Island. It says Organic Fair Trade Coffee Roasters, new. Let's walk over there and check that out, shall we? Okay, so here's a little view of the stores up here. Right there is Sandy Toes Boutique. Right there is the Sugar Market, as they call it. Sugar Island and Supplies right there. And then right here we got the New York Corner Deli. Very nice. And down here on the end, it says New York Corner Deli. And this is where I guess they have maybe their ice creams and things like that. But unfortunately, here on a Saturday, they're closed. But they do participate in DoorDash. They got first place favorite daily breakfast, 2024 Topsail's Top Choice Award. That is pretty awesome. All right, now I made my way to the opposite side of North Topsail Drive. And they have more storefronts over here. Right here we have Southern Emporium, gift for the home, for others and yourself. Carolina Shores, handmade on the island, soap, candles, and lotions. Mediterranean street food. Bet that's good. And right next door to the Mediterranean street food, Top Peter, we have the ABC Liquor Store. We got a Topsail Island popcorn. We got a whole store dedicated to popcorn. How cool is that? We have a spa down there on the end. Then we have another location right over here called Surf Dog. Surf Dog Bites and Brews. Got us a Domino's Pizza, a Pelican Snowballs, and right there it is. That is where we're going to get us a little ice cream today at the Celtic Creary. We have one in Carolina Beach that me and my wife, we frequently go to from time to time. And then I've also tried the Celtic Creary in, I think it's called Hendersonville, North Carolina. It's actually up in the mountains. So this will be my third Celtic Creary I will ever, have had ice cream from, or maybe a milkshake. I really like their cookies and cream milkshakes are really the bomb. Right next door to that, we have a Mexican Grill Cantina. Got some margaritas in there. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff here. All this time here at Surf City today. And there's one thing that I've not seen quite yet. Strangely enough, no surf shop. I have to keep my eyes peeled for a surf shop. Look at this old place right here. It's called Scallywags. It's an old bar. Surf City, North Carolina. Unfortunately, it's closed. I don't know if you can make it out in the video footage, but it actually says closed over top of it, like an orange spray paint. But it's pretty awesome looking. And up there on the eave, up there on the front right there where it says Scallywags, it says not your average bar. Pretty cool. Definitely have that would make an awesome tattoo if you was into tattoos and you like pirates and stuff. That looks pretty cool. Oh my gosh, it happened. It happened. I'm in Surf City, and right here is a surf shop. Check that out. How cool is that? We're in Surf City and we got us a real live surf shop right here. I was walking around the downtown area and I'm thinking, you know what I've not seen? I'm kind of shocked. There's no surf shops. But right here is a surf shop. Happy. I'm happy now. Oh, I kind of like the looks of that place. It's called Daddy Mac's Beach Grill. Allen Brothers Carryout. Really, really cool. They have got to be more than one surf shop here in this area, I know. Because there is a lot of people with surfboards today. I've seen walking around, taking advantage of that northeast wind out there, getting some swell in the water. At least wind swell. Okay, I made my way back over here, kind of close to where you exit off the bridge. That's where we started our vlog out today. They do have a Surf City supermarket right here in this area. Got a Surf City gift shop, and this is the Surf City coffee shop that I showed you a few minutes ago when we first started walking down Roland Avenue going toward the pier area. But I just want to show you this neat little bench right here. This is beautiful. What a great place to go get a coffee and just sit right there. See this old bench? I know it looks a little rough for wear, but man, this is awesome. Look at these cool trees. It makes kind of like a little canopy. It kind of reminds me of Fort Fisher a little bit. It's like my home away from home. This is so awesome right here. I like this a lot. I gotta say, this is what beach living is all about. I mean, look at this. You're just sitting out hanging out in this nice shaded area in this cool little bench with a little breeze. I mean, what more can a man ask? Okay, I've made my way back over here on Roland Ave. Right next door, right over there is where we kind of started off. Right there's the Labstah Shack. Got King's right here, and then right here we got the Surf City Crab Seafood Market. That looks pretty interesting place. A lot of traffic going in and out of there. Must be a hot place. But look at this old abandoned storefront right here. And I would imagine just by looking at this, I've not walked up, I do not live here, I'm not frequently in this area by no means. Kind of looks like an old abandoned Hardies. Oh wow, it was a Hardies. Right here on the drive-through window. It says, we appreciate your support over the past 30 years. We are now permanently closed. We hope you will continue to visit us at the Hampstead and the Sneads Ferry location. Hardies. That's wild. You know, the Hardies in Carolina Beach recently closed a couple years ago. And but luckily for me, I called it what was going to happen next. We have a hamburger location there called Island Burgers and Bites. And it's probably my favorite double cheeseburger I have ever had in my life. It is like my favorite go-to. I tell everybody that. And it's not just because me, of course, that they have the people. I mean, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure it out to go by there and eat their food to find out how really good it is. But they actually moved in the old Hardee's building. So maybe, if Surf City is lucky, maybe something like that's about to happen for you guys. Maybe you're going to have an awesome burger joint open up right here in your old Hardee's location. And look at this view you would have back here on the back. This is nice. Back here, they got a parking area back here. You trim all this bushes down, all this shrubbery right here, and give it a really good view. Check that out. Look at that. That is nice, man. Come out here, eat some burgers, man. Share some fries, a shake. Have this kind of view. This is nice. Right here on the water. All right, I made my way down here to the very end of Roland Ave. And this is where the old swing bridge used to extend across to the mainland from Surf City Beach. Right there. A lot of old photos. You can still see these old big poles right here with the power lines guiding them across the waterway, and the bridge set right next to them. It's really easy to see in those old photos. All right, we started our video off up there on that Surf City Bridge. And right here is where the home used to be to the old Surf City swing bridge right here in this very location. And I just think this is a good place to close the video out today. I hope everyone had a great day today. I really had a lot of fun walking around Surf City, North Carolina, getting to look at some of the storefronts, learning a little bit about the downtown area. I've never really got to spend a whole lot of time over here. And hopefully in the future I get to make my way up here from the Wilmington area a little bit more often, the Carolina Beach area. Kind of check out some more stuff in Surf City. I have covered different things here on Topsail Island in general, like I've done the Bumblebee project, what the towers mean and that type of stuff. That was a lot of fun. Did that a couple years ago. And then last year, I think when I came up here, I mainly concentrated on the vanishing beaches, more like upper in Topsail Island. The erosion up there on the north end of Topsail Island was really, really bad. I love going up there, checking that out, showing people kind of what that looked like. And then last year I came in here and we did a little donut review and walked about halfway across the bridge behind us. It was late in the evening, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that day very much. So all that being said, my friends, I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Until next time, friends, I am the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Look at them having a good time on that pontoon boat right there. Heck yeah. Yeah, man, they're waving. Yeah, you're on camera. Yeah, you're big timing it. You're with the old Hitchhiking Yeti. That's great. Oh, that's a hoot. All right, my friends, I hope to see you again soon. Y'all stay safe, and I'm out of here. If you want to see what I get at the ice cream place, stay tuned just a little bit more. I'll make sure I show you what I get, and then the vlog's going to be over. Good to see you again. Y'all stay safe. All right, I am here at the Celtic Creary homemade ice cream here in Surf City, North Carolina, and this is what I ordered. Boom. Cookies and cream milkshake. If you've never tried it before, give it a try. It was very tasty.